Hey, what's up everyone? So I'm back with another Change Tuesday tip to help you lead change and digital transformation in your practice. Last week we talked about communication and how easy it is to under-communicate and then the consequences that can come from that through negative biases and such. Now there are loads and loads of biases kicking around in all of our heads, and it's a huge topic that we'll cover in another video. But for today, we're going to talk very briefly about rich versus lean channels of communication. So first, how do we distinguish between rich or lean channels of communication? So there are three broad categories that we can look at: interactivity, the range and the multiple levels of cues that people can get from the communication, and also the variety in the format of the communication as well. So any channels that are high in those areas tend to be rich channels. Any channels that are low in those areas tend to be lean channels. So what do each of those things mean? First, interactivity. So that's fairly straightforward. How easy is it for someone to reply to the message or come back to you or engage in the conversation? The next is multiple cues. So obviously face to face, we have a bunch of different cues. So we can hear the voice, we can hear the tonality of the voice, we can see the body language and a bunch of other different things. So this channel in video, for example, is quite a rich channel in terms of multiple cues. And then finally, we've got the variety of the format. So are there visual cues? Are we using numbers and images and sounds and different things? And are we incorporating different learning styles into that communication as well? And so there's a place for both. It may sound from what I've described that rich is the way to go in almost every case, but it's not true. If there are simple messages that you need to get through, it's very easy to overcomplicate them by using overly rich channels. So if you've got simple messages that are really difficult to misunderstand, lean and fast is the way to go. But if you've got more complex and nuanced things, really do think about using some more rich channels instead. Now, the thing that it's important to remember here is that the choice of the channel is down to how well the receiver of that communication is going to understand it and process it, not your convenience. That's a really, really easy mistake to make. It's quite quick and simple to just send an email bulletin out, but if it doesn't land properly and it's not effective communication and it's a waste of time, it can actually do damage. The other thing that's really, really important when we're thinking about communication channels is the person that's going to and how that stakeholder impacts our project, and that will tailor the sort of communication that we need to send to them. So to find out more about how we assess stakeholders, either click the video on screen here or check out the link in the comments or description to find out more about